The Yamato and its combat importance in World War II. The Yamato, commissioned in December 1941, holds a legendary place in naval history as one of the largest and most powerful battleships ever constructed. However, its significance extends far beyond its immense size and formidable armament. The Yamato's role in World War II symbolizes both the apex and the decline of the battleship era, reflecting the strategic shifts and operational challenges faced by the Imperial Japanese Navy, IJN. When the Yamato was conceived, the Imperial Japanese Navy envisioned it as the cornerstone of their naval dominance in the Pacific. The ship was part of Japan's strategy to offset the numerical superiority of the United States Navy, USN, with qualitatively superior warships. Yamato and her sister ship, Musashi, were designed to outgun any potential adversary with their 18.1-inch main guns, the largest ever mounted on a warship. The Yamato's first significant deployment came during the Battle of Midway in June 1942, although its impact was minimal. Positioned as the flagship of Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, the commander-in-chief of the combined fleet, the Yamato's primary role was to provide a command center for the operation. However, the battle was predominantly an aircraft carrier engagement, and the Yamato, like other battleships of its era, found itself sidelined by the rising dominance of naval aviation. The Japanese defeat at Midway marked a turning point in the Pacific War, underscoring the vulnerability of battleships to air power and foreshadowing the challenges the Yamato would face in subsequent engagements. During the Guadalcanal Campaign, August 1942 to February 1943, the Yamato again demonstrated the evolving nature of naval warfare. The campaign was characterized by fierce land, sea, and air battles as the Allies and Japanese forces vied for control of the strategically crucial island. The Yamato participated indirectly, often operating in a support role far from the front lines due to the high risk of air attack. The campaign underscored the limitations of traditional battleship doctrine in a theater increasingly dominated by air and submarine threats. Battle of the Philippine Sea and the Battle of Leyte Gulf. The Yamato's role in the Battle of the Philippine Sea, June 1944, and the Battle of Leyte Gulf, October 1944, further highlighted the ship's diminishing combat relevance. In the Battle of the Philippine Sea, known as the Great Marianas Turkey Shoot, the overwhelming air power of the USN decimated Japanese carrier forces, rendering the Yamato's formidable artillery virtually useless without air cover. This battle solidified the aircraft carrier's supremacy in naval warfare. The Battle of Leyte Gulf, one of the largest naval engagements in history, offered the Yamato a more active combat role. Divided into several smaller engagements, Leyte Gulf saw the Yamato participate in the Battle of the Sibuyan Sea, where it engaged U.S. forces in an attempt to disrupt the American invasion of the Philippines. Despite its powerful guns, the Yamato was unable to significantly alter the battle's outcome. American submarines and aircraft inflicted devastating losses on the IJN, and the Yamato, though damaged, survived only to retreat as the Japanese fleet faced overwhelming odds. The Yamato's final mission, Operation Tengo in April 1945, encapsulated its symbolic significance and ultimate futility. As the Allies closed in on Okinawa, the Japanese High Command ordered a desperate sortie. The Yamato, accompanied by a small escort of destroyers, was to sail to Okinawa and beach itself to serve as an unsinkable gun platform. This mission was essentially a one-way suicide mission, reflecting the dire strategic situation faced by Japan. On April 7, 1945, the Yamato set sail for Okinawa. However, the ship was quickly detected by American submarines and aircraft. Despite its formidable anti-aircraft defenses, the Yamato was overwhelmed by waves of American carrier-based aircraft. After enduring numerous bomb and torpedo hits, the Yamato capsized and exploded, sinking with over 3,000 of its crew. The loss of the Yamato marked not only the end of one of the most iconic battleships but also the obsolescence of the battleship as the centerpiece of naval strategy. The Yamato's combat importance lies not in its battlefield successes, but in its representation of the transition in naval warfare during World War II. The ship's construction and deployment were grounded in pre-war doctrines that emphasized battleship supremacy. However, the war demonstrated that air power and submarines were the new arbiters of naval dominance. The Yamato's operational history highlights several key lessons. Technological evolution. The rapid advancement and deployment of aircraft carriers fundamentally altered naval strategy. The Yamato, despite its massive guns and heavy armor, was vulnerable to air attacks, underscoring the shift from surface combat to air superiority. Strategic flexibility. The inflexibility of battleships like the Yamato contrasted sharply with the versatility of aircraft carriers. Carriers could project power over vast distances, adapt to various missions, and recover from losses more readily than battleships, which were more singular in purpose and less adaptable. Resource allocation. The immense resources dedicated to the Yamato and its sister ship reflected a misallocation of Japan's industrial capacity. The resources could have been more effectively used to build aircraft carriers, aircraft, and submarines, which had proven to be more decisive in the conflict. Symbolism versus reality. The Yamato became a symbol of Japanese naval power and technological prowess. Its final sortie as a sacrificial gesture illustrated the intersection of military tradition, national pride, and strategic desperation. The ship's destruction signaled the end of an era and the emergence of a new paradigm in naval warfare. The Yamato's combat history during World War II offers a profound insight into the dramatic changes that reshaped naval warfare in the mid-20th century. While its physical presence was formidable, the battleship's ultimate impact on the war was limited by the evolving dominance of air power. The Yamato's story serves as a powerful reminder of the dynamic nature of military technology and strategy, and the need for adaptability in the face of changing circumstances.